Look at this beautiful hibiscus. Hummingbirds love these. But if you don't have hibiscus, you can always get a bird feeder. I'm sorry to say that I am back with yet another bird feeder scam out of China. What is it with China? I swear, I hate doing these videos because I like to look for the good in people. And I know there are good Chinese people, but there are also some bad ones who just don't care about ripping off the world. This is a patented hummingbird feeder called a Cascade Helix, made in the USA by a small company in Denver, Colorado called IDM. They patented this design because it's a hummingbird magnet. It simulates a cluster of flowers, and it has lots of room for multiple birds to feed at the same time. It lists for $65, but it's recently been discounted to $50 on Amazon, on their official website, and on their Etsy shop. They also make a DNA version that doubles the capacity by adding a second helix for only about $10 more. Why the discount, you ask? Because they're getting ripped off by Chinese bootleggers selling cheap copies like this one. It may resemble a Cascade bird feeder, but believe me, it's not. It is a cheap imitation that is really just junk. I'm going to explain exactly how to tell if you bought a counterfeit, and if you haven't bought one yet, how to avoid it and make sure you're getting the authentic one. Last year, I exposed a scam where unsuspecting buyers of this Yankee flipper bird feeder were hoodwinked into buying a tiny, non-motorized copy of the original for 75% less. I got tons of feedback from people who were suckered by fake ads using stolen photos and videos of the real product. But I also heard from many who avoided the humiliation of a deal that was too good to be true. And that's my hope for this video as well. But the victims here aren't just unsuspecting consumers. They're also Jim and Rena Carter. They're the owners of that small business that make Cascade bird feeders out of Denver, Colorado. Now, the Carters sell their products exclusively online, and they've done everything right to protect themselves, including multiple trademarks and a US patent. But when Chinese bootleggers see an opportunity to mimic someone's hard-earned business, they don't bother researching US patents because they know the Chinese government isn't going to enforce them. And they also don't care whether they're ripping off a big brand like Gucci or Rolex, or a small family business who depend on sales to pay their mortgage like you and me. Counterfeit products hurt sales in two ways. First, you lose a sale for every counterfeit item that somebody buys because they didn't buy your product. Second, you lose exponential sales for all the bad reviews on your legitimate listing for the fake products that you didn't even sell. These bootleg listings on Amazon, Temu, and AliExpress, they're intended to be temporary. They create them just to support a specific ad campaign, and then they take them down before anybody can leave negative comments. But victims are rightfully pissed, and they want the world to know. So when they can't find the original listing that they bought, what do? They leave negative reviews on the real product listing, Jim's listing, and that hurts his sales. This story was even reported in the Wall Street Journal, where it said the Carter family had lost $400,000 in sales and spent an additional $100,000 just on a service that finds counterfeit items and takes them down. Is that insane? So how can you tell if you got a fake? Well, it's actually very simple. First, authentic Cascade bird feeders are completely assembled out of the box. The fake ones come with many parts and require assembly. Second, the authentic ones come with a special pitcher that helps you create the perfect amount of nectar to fill the feeder. The knockoffs don't include the pitcher. Third, a genuine helix is a single continuous part from the top to the bottom that doesn't leak. The fake one uses two halves that don't seal, so it's guaranteed to leak. If you bought a fake, I'm sorry, just throw it in the trash. It's not worth keeping. And it's also not worth trying to return it, because even if you could get them to take it back, the return shipping to China would cost more than what you paid for it. If you haven't bought one yet, you can guarantee you're getting an authentic Cascade bird feeder by using the link down in the video description below. Be sure to leave a comment down below and let me know if you've been a victim of this or any other scam. And since you made it this far, how about giving a thumbs up for the video for the YouTube algorithm? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. If you need shade on your deck or patio this summer, check out Toya Grid Pergola Kits. You source the lumber locally and can assemble this modular system in as little as 30 minutes. Check the video description for links to videos and more information about Toya Grid.